Today we're using wrapping paper and other things you would probably find around your home to make beautiful embellishments for our Christmas in July. Day 2. On the second day of Christmas. Hi everybody, it's Julie and welcome to Christmas in July. And this is day 2 and we're going to be going ahead and making embellishments using wrapping paper. But first I wanted to show you that you can use wrapping paper to make pages for your journal. They actually have, many of them have squares on the inside, perfect for journaling or drawing or graphing out a plan, and they just work great. I have gone ahead and gotten these pages ready for my journal, although I don't know what size or shape it's going to be. I can also just add a flip if I need to. And anyway, so that gives me wrapping paper pages. And this is another one. These are 2 wrapping papers that I had purchased after Christmas. And so they have not made it into the Christmas supplies for some reason. So I was able to grab these. So yeah, so that is a really easy way, and you can go ahead and decorate. We'll be doing that a variety of ways later in this series. So let's go ahead. So another thing that you can do is you can go ahead and cut up your wrapping paper, especially easy if it's in squares or word blocks. Okay, so you can go ahead and cut these up and be able to use them throughout your journal. So that is really fun. And then if you have like snowflake decorations or something, you can fussy cut those out as well. So another thing that you can do, of course, is rip them. You know, I love to rip my paper. So here's some that are ripped. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these variety of pieces from the wallpaper and we are going to go ahead and decorate some things. So I have this. It is photo album from the photo box. And I want my favorite washi. Okay, my favorite washi is this thin stripe black and white. And I'm going to, of course, cover up the words at the bottom. So there. Okay. So that is really simple. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to decorate on this side. Now you're going to be shocked. I am going to use coffee dyed paper. So I am going to distress my items because, and I'm going to be using, rather than coffee dye this, I put pictures in my albums if I decide to keep this one. So using the distress ink, it's going to be okay. So just to get it a little dark, I'm using the vintage photo. Kind of messy. Okay, so that's going to be where the journaling side is, what I'm going to consider that the journaling side. And so I need to find my picture. So I think I like him with the train. And I'm going to go ahead and use the glue. So collaging with wrapping paper is really awesome. Now this is like a regular weight. It's kind of lightweight paper. It may wrinkle when we add it. It may move. I also have some heavyweight that we'll be using here in just a minute. And I like the heavier weight for things like punching out paper. We have some heavyweight. This is much heavier weight paper. And so it's going to handle a punch. If you want to punch the other and you're struggling with it, remember that you can go ahead and put a second paper with it, and that will give it substance and make it so that it can so you can go ahead and punch it. Okay, so I'm just gonna start off with just punch a couple of those, but that is, it's a much heavier weight paper. So you can punch and get great things out of your wrapping paper. So I have some coffee dyed tickets here, which makes it look very vintage. And I have started, especially on the coffee dyed ones, if I don't need the whole ticket, I'm tearing them in half. So there we go. Tore it in half. Let's see, I have some words up here. I'm thinking joy. I like this, peace and sprinkles. Okay, so joy, I like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut the peace and sprinkles off. Okay, now I also have a couple of different greenery. This is like regular greenery. This is a vintage garland. Okay, so I use this in my home decor, but I'm going to use this on side pieces, like on the lace and stuff on the outside, because it's pretty bulky. But I thought I could go ahead and use this. Okay, so this is a garland also that I have, but it's not as bulky. Okay, and but we can take like a holly leaf off of here to get the variation, and I like that. So okay, so I want to make sure my numbers are up. This is yeah, I like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue down my ticket. So have any of you gone out and have you tried the holly, painting the holly yet? That, like I said, that is one of my very favorite things to do. So another thing that I really like to do is use flowers, silk flowers, and the leaves and all of that in my projects. So I'm kind of excited about this because since it's not a challenge, I can go ahead and use things. But what I'm trying to do is to give you some ideas of things that you might find at home right now without, especially if you're new and you haven't had a chance to collect stuff. That is my purpose for this time, is to show you. Okay, so I have my tiny attacher. I'm trying to hold that little tiny holly on there. So we have a little evergreen, a little holly, and then we're going to have a little joy. We're going to go ahead and put glue on our joy. And this is ready to go into a pocket or to be a pocket. Like I said, I'm not ready. My journal itself, I haven't chosen my cover or my size, but I have several to make, so it'll be fine. I'll use it for something, okay? But I have 6 of these images. So there's one, very simple. We have a square or rectangle over here. We have a base. We have a circle embellishment, and you can go ahead and copy this. Go ahead with a circle, with a rectangle coming up here, with a rectangle coming to the side. This is pointing into that. And then we can, if you are looking for wanting to add your number, like if you're doing December daily, I'm going to give this, we'll give it 24. So we can go ahead and add that also. Okay, and it might kind of be cool to add it on a bulb pen. Okay, or if you don't have bulb pens, a little safety pin. You can add it on a little safety pin. I am going to use a push pin to pilot the hole. Okay. You could put a button here. Okay, so there. And I'm going to see if I can get it up and underneath the holly. Okay, so the little, we could glue this down, but well, you know what? We can just go ahead and close this and put this over and put our glue back there. I'm going to leave this because I don't know if that's the date. But you see, just by adding that little bulb pen, what a difference that made to that right there. Okay, so there's our first card. Very, very simple. Next we have a little S card. I want to put this so that it's hanging off the side. Okay, so I think Santa should go on this one, obviously, because S. So we had Santa with the train. We have Santa with the list. We have Santa with the reindeer. So what I'm thinking for this one is like a side to come out the side of the journal. And I think that we might go ahead and go with the ripped variety this time. Okay, so again, we have to distress. Okay, so here we go. Now we could go ahead and put this on. You know what we have? We still have some of the Highlights magazine out. So we could go ahead and put this onto, look at the word children right there. Put this, and then what I have note cards that say naughty list, nice list, and so they could go into the tuck. So there we go. Now remember, this is really brittle paper. So this is the Highlights magazine that I've been using for my little golden book. Okay, so let's come down here and fix this a little bit more. Okay, so there we have that. And I am going to go ahead and fold this, all of it. Okay, fold it over. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and grab that with the glue. This will give me some decoration here on the other side, as well as holding giving us a nice edge on that as well. Okay, so I have a couple more places that have some glue. And then we're going to come over here. Now I would like to put this as a pocket, but because of how brittle it is, we're not going to. Okay, we're not gonna take that chance. We're gonna just go ahead and attach this down. So you could do this with book paper. Maybe you have a Reader's Digest or something that has some vintage look to it, or a cookbook. A lot of times cookbooks will get the vintage look, and usually they you know, their words and everything are okay to be adding. Okay, so there we have our little scrappy look. I think we're gonna go ahead. I know that I have plenty of the Dollar Tree lace to be able to add to this project. So I'm gonna go ahead and add Dollar Tree lace. Fabric tack dries so much faster. So here we'll go ahead and add this lace. And remember, I'm going to be putting this on the side of the journal, so this might be a good place to add one of these holly things. Okay, so we have our ticket. It can go in the down. So we're going to want another bulb pin. Yeah, we'll use a safety pin. I've got a safety pin right here. It's one of those funny ones. Funny sideways ones. And I can replace it with the bulb pin if I really think it needs it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on here. It's ready. Okay, let's add our glue. We'll add our polka dot down here. And then up here, we will use one of the snowflakes. Tone it down a little bit. And then I did pull out some red raffia just for something different. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down. I want it skinnier. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and thread it through my lace. Bring it around. And tie a bow. Okay. Tie a bow. There we go. We've got our crinkly bow all set. There we go. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and check this out. We might rather have a snowflake. I like the snowflake. Okay. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to go ahead and put our glue on our snowflake. put it down on our snowflake. Put it down. So there we have an S for Santa. Okay, so what I want to do with this is I want to go around this middle piece here. So let's go ahead through the berries. Now let's put the piece back in. There's probably an easier way to do this. Don't poke yourself. I was thinking about sewing these on. There we go. We could staple it on, you guys. But the thing is you've got the situation with, you want to still hold it together. I'm going to go ahead and staple it as well. I can do 2 staples. And if you're here for the premiere, I'm waving. Hi! And say hello to Chip. Hi, Chip. So if you are here, you already know about the premiere probably, and that we have a fun crafty video every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. Usually it's paper crafting, junk journaling, sometimes might even be a shopping haul. So right now we are also still here at 4 o'clock weekdays, finishing up our little golden book in the Beginner's Junk Journal series. But we're really excited to be here now with our 12 Days of Christmas, and I hope you are enjoying it and getting some things put together and ready for the Christmas season. Remember, any of these ideas could also be switched out and be used for regular everyday. So again, thank you for being here. Let's get back to our program. Yeah, there we go. So that will hang outside the journal, and I think that's really, really cool. So that's 2, and I was wondering if, yeah, I think that'll fit right on there. Give us one of the images right here on this little envelope at kind of an angle. And we should go ahead and distress it. Let's go ahead and take this one off. On the Happy Holidays, there's a little joy. I think that would be cute on there. Okay, so that little joy. Okay, we put these 2, one on top of the other. Wish me luck here. Getting it in there. Okay, so we've got that there. We'll be looking for something that we can put on there, but I think that that's really, really fun. It might like a little lace. And push it down, cut it. Okay, so that gives us that. I think that's really, really fun. Okay. Okay, so we have Santa and the deer, we have Santa and his list, and we have Santa and the train. So Santa with the package is what we have left. And I'm thinking, there's that one. Here we have the big Santa with the package. We have a little Santa with the package and a big Santa with the package. So there's that. Okay. So we can decorate a doily and have that ready. Okay, so just like that. We have this piece. We're going to make it a belly band. Line that up on this line. Line this up. Okay. There's that. I know, it's unusual for me to put a number on and let it be upside down. Okay, so here we have Peace and Sprinkles, which I just think is interesting. See what I can do about ripping around it. Add this on. We're going to put it on this paper. It's from the Highlight magazine that we've been using. Look, it says sprinkled. Huh, what are the chances? Had no idea. It says snow. Fantastically fluffy. Okay, we'll go ahead and add this and we'll have a belly band that will be ready. Okay, there we go. We can go ahead and add those, but I think we'll wait and see how this page goes. So there's our belly band, and yeah, so we'll see how that goes. So we have everything but the Christmas tree, and I think that that's fine. We'll just work on having Santa today. And so let's go ahead and check out what we've got. Okay, so we have our little envelope, and we'll be able to make something to go in that little envelope. Very, very cute. We have our S tag. I like this. I think this one might be like one of my favorites. This right here, you can also use that to hold something under there. So there's that. We have our photo box card. Day 2 on the second day of Christmas. No, day 2. And so we have several little items that you can make using wrapping paper. Which one's your favorite? And don't forget, you can also use your wrapping paper as pages. You can do different sizes. You can go ahead and use this on the inside of your journal, using the wrapping paper on the inside of your journal. So lots of things that you can do with wrapping paper that you might have somewhere in your home. Christmas wrapping paper. That's why we did wrapping paper, you guys, is because Some of you that might not have other things might have some wrapping paper that you can go get and use. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to come back tomorrow. Have an amazing day. I have the Christmas in July from last year playlist up here, and I have a Christmas in July video over here for your viewing pleasure. Have an amazing day. Bye. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.